Grandfather, what's that song on the radio?
Why, that's American music.
The beats are making me want to dance.
That's what it's meant to do, Finn.
Why's that, Grandfather?
Well, it's a song mostly played around the time of the human festival of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? Isn't that celebrated in the United States with turkeys?
Well, sort of, Finn. Let's follow the airwaves to Thanksgiving meal.
Yes, please, Grandfather. I want to go to a Thanksgiving meal.
Then to Thanksgiving we go!
Oh my! The smell here is amazing. It's making me very hungry.
Yes, food is a huge part of Thanksgiving Day, as the Thanksgiving dinner is one of the most important meals of the year for Americans.
These dishes look so delicious. What are these?
A traditional Thanksgiving meal typically includes turkey, bread stuffing, potatoes, cranberries, and pumpkin pie. The turkey is the main course, and pumpkin pie is also essential.
Wow, the meal is really nice. But who celebrates it?
It's an annual national holiday in the United States and Canada, celebrating the harvest and other blessings of the past year.
That's lovely. How did it all begin?
We're going to have to travel on the airwaves back in time to see Thanksgiving's origins.
Wow, where are we and who are those people?
Those are English colonists known as Pilgrims. This is Plymouth in 1621, and the people they're sharing food with are the Native Americans from the Wampanoag tribe.
So we are at the first Thanksgiving?
We are, or at least what is celebrated as the first Thanksgiving.
There is so much food here. How did everything start?
It began with pilgrims going out fowling. They were hunting, possibly for turkeys, but more likely it could have been easier prey like duck or geese. One day, they had surprise visitors.
Why were the Wampanoag coming to visit?
Well, it certainly unsettled the pilgrims. Around 90 Wampanoag gathered outside of the settlement gate, and over the next few days, the two groups socialized without incident.
So is this them having a feast together?
It is. The Pilgrims were celebrating the good harvest with Native Americans, specifically the Wampanoag people. They had helped the Pilgrims pass the last winter by giving them food in times of scarcity. The Wampanoag contributed venison to the feast, but they had things like fish, eels, shellfish, stews, vegetables, and even beer.
I like eating on the ground. It feels like we're having a campfire supper.
Well, there weren't many manufactured buildings, so they had to improvise. Ah, the games are beginning.
Can I get involved?
I don't think that's a good idea. They're going to fire guns, but you can have a running race.
Wow, he was fast. This really is a party.
Yes, while it was disorderly, it sealed a treaty between the two groups that lasted until King Philip's War from 1675 to 76. Unfortunately, hundreds of colonists and thousands of Native Americans lost their lives.
That's really sad. So how did they continue to celebrate Thanksgiving if this was happening?
Well, it wasn't without its controversies as time went on. Thanksgiving days of prayer were commonplace, thanking God for blessings such as military victory or the end of a drought. So, in that way, it was celebrated a lot.
What are they arguing over?
They are arguing about when they should celebrate Thanksgiving. As the date of a celebration was always uncertain, Thanksgiving was observed differently state to state.
How did they finally decide?
Well, it was the work of one woman that really led to the introduction of Thanksgiving Day.
Is it that woman there?
It is. That is Sarah Josepha Hale. She wrote letters to politicians for around 40 years, trying to make it an official holiday. She's chatting to Abraham Lincoln about a Thanksgiving Day to promote unity.
So, did she get what she wanted?
She did. In 1863, which is about 156 years ago, President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national Thanksgiving.
I know this. I read it in a book. Thanksgiving was set on the fourth Thursday in November since 1941. I really like Abraham Lincoln. He has a great beard.
Yes, he was a great president. The holiday was annually proclaimed by every president thereafter, and the date chosen, with few exceptions, was the last Thursday in November.
That sounds like a perfect time. People have a definite date now.
Indeed, especially as the United States became more urban and family members began to live further apart, Thanksgiving became a time to gather together.
I know Thanksgiving has a lot of traditions. I quite like American football, and there's always a game on during Thanksgiving Day.
Yes, football games have long been a tradition during Thanksgiving Day.
I love the parades too.
Yes, these have become commonplace since the late 1800s as costumed revelers took part in the festivities. 1920 saw Gimbel's department store stage a parade of around 50 people with Santa Claus in the rear of the procession. Macy's department stores carried on that tradition since 1924 in the annual Macy's Parade.
Look at all the balloons.
Yes, they were started in the parade in 1927 and have appeared since.
This is such a wonderful holiday. Oh, Grandfather, can we celebrate in the parade now?
Of course we can.
Before that, can you please tell me the next festival we will explore?
Not yet, it's a secret. You can have a think though, kids. I hope you enjoy the journey with us. See you next time.